Hi, this is Troy, and today's video is on quickly getting started with the software. So I've got some more advanced tutorial videos out there, or you can check out my individual tips videos. But this one is for those of you who just want to really get a quick jump start with the bare minimum in the software. So here we go. So if we're going to upload a new project, we're going to put the project name up here. We're just going to call this one project. We're going to select our bid date, and we're going to hit create and launch. The system is going to kind of walk you through the upload process. So if it's a local file on your computer, click your little green button there, and then that opens up like a file explorer. You can go grab that PDF and then go through the upload process like that. If we hop into something that already has some plans into it, it's going to break out your plans like this in the different thumbnail images, okay? So in this project, there's only 6 plans. I realize yours may have, 60, 70, hundreds, that kind of thing. We give you the thumbnails so you can quickly identify the ones that you think that you're going to take measurements on. So say that I wanted to take a look at this plan sheet right here. I'm just going to click on view. It's going to open it up in this new tab. Now I can just hold down with my mouse. I can pull the plan sheet around. I can zoom in and out quickly with the scroll wheel on my mouse. This first plan tab will always be there. So the little orange dot just signifies that this is open above. You do not have to open them one at a time. So if you're going through here and you know that you're going to work on these 3 plans, we can just go new tab, new tab, new tab, and it's going to open those up above. And then at that point, it's just plan by plan or tab navigation to get back and forth like so, okay? So let's do some measurements here. So we've got some little apartment units here. Woo, let's zoom out a little bit. So let's do some measurements. We're going to go over here to new takeoff. Now your takeoff name is always exactly what you're going to measure. So in this case, we're going to do some 12-inch tile. We're going to choose the corresponding measurement type, and I will run through these rather quickly as well. But in this case, we're going to go with an area. So we're looking for the square footage of the floor. Put a description if you want. If not, we're going to jump straight into start takeoff. Now, if it's an odd shaped room, it's going to take you directly to the polygon as the default, and you can immediately start to draw. The way the software works is 1 click to start, 1 click for every turn. Now, if you make a mistake, if you make a point out here, you can just hit your backspace key, and that'll back that space out. And then you'll just continue to work around the plan and double click here, and that's going to shade that area in for you. Now if you're working with a rectangular object, it will be a little quicker. You can hop over here, choose the rectangle tool. Makes it a little quicker. We're just going to do 1 click here, pull it across, and double click there. So a little faster. If we're working with the polygon and we want the system to force us to draw straight lines, once you start to draw, you can see how my line's a little wiggly there. If you press on the shift key, that's going to force the system to draw straight lines. It can make your drawing go a little quicker. If you want to get away from that, just hit your shift key again. That's going to toggle you back, just like so. Double click, we're good. Okay, say that we want to pick up some trim around here. We can go to new takeoff, we can call it trim. Again, remember your takeoff name is exactly what you are, the material that you are taking off. In this case, it's just going to be a linear measurement, and we're just going to work our way around. So again, it's going to start us off in polygon mode, and it is just 1 click to start, 1 click for every turn, and double click to finish, just like that, okay? Let's do some counts in there and say that we're going to count some outlets. So in this case, we're going to do some duplex outlets. That's going to be a count. Start our takeoff, and then we're just going to go choose and click on where those outlets are within that apartment complex. That's simple, okay? Keep going here, new takeoff. So say that we're going to do a shingle roof. Boom. We're going to go to, skip linear and drop, I'll come to that. So pitched area. So pitched area, pitched linear, these are for our roofing friends. So a pitched area would be for a sloped roof where the system's going to prompt us to enter in the rise and run. If it's a flat roof, you're just going to go with area. So in this case, we're going to go with pitched area. You'll see that the system is going to prompt us for the rise and run right there. You'll enter in, so if it's a 512, you're going to enter 512 and then immediately start to draw. You would do the same for a pitch linear. So if you're doing a valley and you want to do the slope of that, I did miss linear with drop. So this is for our electrical friends. So say that you're drawing, running an electrical line through here, but you want to drop that down 6 feet for an electrical outlet. The way you're going to do that, linear drop, let's say outlet with drop. The system's going to prompt you for the length of that drop. say that's a 6-foot drop, and then we're going to start. So we'll do one click to start. It's going to place a drop. Let me zoom in a little bit so you can see that X. Look at that poorly placed drawing there. If you don't want that drop to be there, you're just going to hit your backspace key. But say you do want your drop to be right there, which looks like it's in the middle of the shower. You can do so. If you're going to make a turn, again, if you don't want to drop there, just hit backspace. You're just going to hold down with the mouse. You're going to pull that page around and then work around. Just like so. Okay, awesome. New takeoff. So say that we are working with a surface area. So this is a good one. So say that I'm doing drywall. Oops, if I spell it right. Drywall, and we're going to do a surface area measurement with that. So think about this. We're going to do a linear measurement along these walls, but the system's going to prompt us for the height of the wall to calculate the square footage. So that could be for your drywall or for your paint, any type of wall surface. We can say that that is a 9'6" wall, and then again, immediately start to draw. So the system's going to calculate that linear measurement by the height of the wall that we entered, just like so. Say that we're working with some concrete. New takeoff. Again, our takeoff name is exactly what we're taking off. So in this case, we can do a slab. We can go down here to a volume 2D. So in this case, the system is going to prompt us for the depth of the concrete. So in this case, concrete slab, we're going to say 2D, start, and say maybe, you know, that is an 8-foot or an 8-inch. 8 foot might be a little big. 8-inch depth. Again, immediately start to draw. If we're going to do a footer around these, again, name it what we're calling it, concrete footer. And boy, oh boy, you gotta watch my spelling, it gets a little scary. And say that is a volume 3D, so it's gonna prompt us for the width and the height. I'll zoom in here a little bit. So again, it breaks down by feet and inches. So if it's a 2 foot by 2 foot, 2 foot width, 2 foot depth, and then we can start to draw. So how this will work is we're going to do a linear measurement, and the system's going to take that linear measurement and then multiply times the width and the depth to give us our cubic yardage of our concrete required for that fitter, just like so, okay? And that takeoff. So we kind of went through some things here. Again, your takeoff name is exactly what you're going to take off. You'll see that it's going to give you your primary quantities here. It will give you your secondaries in the reports, which I'll touch on in just a second. Over here we have our different, if you need to edit or anything, you can just click on edit. You can delete the figure just by hitting delete, or you can grab any of these edit points and move them around. You can rotate the drawing like so, make it bigger. You can grab the whole thing and move it around. So lots of different editing tools within the function there. If you want to do markups, we've got plenty to choose from. One of my favorites is the plan legend. We can zoom this out and then just go where we want to place that legend. I'm just going to draw a rectangle, and then it's going to show us our quantities with our color coding. If we want to print this, we're just going to click on this little print icon right there. You can then save it to your computer, email it, print it, anything you want to do at that point. Last but not least, let's hop into our reports. So we do see the primary quantities here. We can hop into the reports for a little more detailed look. Takeoff summary report, that's going to give you the summary of the project. And you can see where we're doing an area measurement here. It's going to give us the square footage and also the perimeter, which is important. At this point, you can take your data. You can print this if you like, or you just save this over to Excel and then do with it what you want. All right, that is your quick tutorial there. If you have any questions at all, feel free to call or click on the little chat button right there. Thank you for your time today.